Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So we're almost ready to read this dialogue here, the fifth lesson from the main text. In the past couple episodes, we've been learning various rules that pertain to this dialogue, because in order to understand it, there are certain grammatical rules and things of that nature that we want to understand first. And we are almost ready, inshallah. There's just a few more things we want to learn. So in a previous episode, we learned about the mudaf ilayhi phrase. We learned that the mudaf ilayhi is majroor. It takes the kasra. However, right now we're going to learn an exception to that rule. Here the English key says, kitabu men, whose book? It says, note that men, who, is not in the genitive case. It's not majroor. Why? Because it is indeclinable, meaning it does not change to indicate its function. There are certain indeclinable nouns in Arabic which remain unchanged. So it's telling us that in the Arabic language there are certain words that don't change. For example, if it ends in a sukoon, it's always going to end in a sukoon. Even if the position it falls in within a sentence indicates that it should be majroor or marfu', and you think maybe it should have a kasra, or maybe it should have a dhamma based on its position in the sentence, where there are certain words in Arabic that they don't change. They're always the same. So for example, men, it doesn't change. You're not going to change this sukoon into a kasra, even though it's mudaf ilayhi. So you wouldn't say kitabu many with the kasra. You just say kitabu men, whose book? Why? Because men is indeclinable. It doesn't change. Furthermore, we see here, ala maktab al-mudarrisi, on the desk of the teacher, on the teacher's desk. And this shows us how rules can sometimes overlap. So ala means on, maktab means desk, and al-mudarris means the teacher. Maktab al-mudarrisi is a mudaf ilayhi phrase, so it means the teacher's desk. And ala is a harf, it means on. So the sentence means on the teacher's desk. Ala maktab al-mudarrisi, on the teacher's desk. Now let's analyze it grammatically. Ala is a harf, and when an ism comes after a harf, it becomes majroor, meaning it takes a kasra. However, maktab is also mudaf. That's why it takes one kasra. Because just like up here, it only takes one dhamma, it only takes one haraka. Baytu bilalin, maktab al-mudarrisi. The difference is in baytu bilalin, bayt is marfu'. Why? Because there's nothing causing it to change. There's nothing before it, so it's in its default state. And the default state is marfu', and the haraka that indicates that it is marfu' is the dhamma. So there's one dhamma, baytu bilalin. However, here it takes a kasra because it comes after ala, which is a harf. And then we have al-mudarrisi, which is mudaf ilayhi. And we know that the mudaf ilayhi is in a state of majroor, meaning it takes the kasra. So it says, note that maktab is in the genitive case, it's majroor because of the preposition ala. And al-mudarris is in the majroor state because it is mudaf ilayhi. Okay, so maktab is majroor and al-mudarris is majroor. However, maktab is majroor because of ala, and al-mudarrisi is majroor because it is mudaf ilayhi. So you see the different lessons, the different principles are starting to build upon each other. Now the last thing we want to learn real quick before reading the dialogue is tahta, meaning under. The noun following tahta is majroor because it is mudaf ilayhi. Okay, so when an ism comes after tahta, it will be majroor, following the same rules we learned about the mudaf ilayhi. For example, tahta al-kitabi, under the book, tahta al-maktabi, under the desk. We should note that tahta is one of those indeclinable words in Arabic. You see that it takes the fatha. So just like we learned that men doesn't change, neither does tahta. Alright, let's move on to the main text. Ad-Darasul Khamis, the fifth lesson. Sa'idun, akitabu Muhammadin hada ya Yasiru? So Sa'id is saying, is this Muhammad's book, O Yasir? Now let's break it down. We learned that this is the Hamzatul Istifham, So when this comes in the beginning of a sentence, it turns it into a yes or no question. Kitabu Muhammadin. This is a mudaf ilayhi phrase. We can tell this is mudaf because it only has one dhamma. And this is mudaf ilayhi because it is majroor. So it has two kasras. Why does it have tanween? Because it is a masculine name. Kitabu Muhammadin. Muhammad's book. A kitabu Muhammadin hada. So hada means this. So is this Muhammad's book? And then we see at the end, Ya Yasiru. O Yasir. So we see that this is a question. The question is this Muhammad's book? And the one being addressed is Yasir. Why is it Yasiru instead of Yasirun? Because as we learned in the last lesson, the one that is being called upon, al-munada, does not take tanween. You should also note that hada is indeclinable in Arabic. It always shows up as hada. You don't have to worry about changing the harakat at the end in order to indicate its function. It's indeclinable. So again, the sentence is Al-Kitabu Muhammadin hada ya Yasiru. Is this Muhammad's book, O Yasir? And here we see Yasirun. La. Hada kitabu Hamidin. So remember that the Hamzatul Istifham, it makes it a yes or no question, so he replies with La, meaning no. Then he further clarifies, Hada, this, Kitabu Hamidin. Then we see another mudaf ilayhi phrase. This is Hamid's book. Kitab is marfu' and it's mudaf, so it has one dhamma. Hamidin is mudaf ilayhi, so it is majroor, and it has tanween because it is a masculine name. La hada kitabu Hamidin. No, this is Hamid's book. Sa'idun. Aina kitabu Muhammadin. Where is Muhammad's book? Yasirun. Huwa ala al-maktabi hunaka. Huwa, meaning it, masculine. Ala, meaning on. This is a harf. Al-maktabi, the desk. It's definite because of the alif lam. It is majroor because it comes after ala, so it ends with the kasra. And it only has one kasra because of the alif lam. It's definite. Hunaka. Hunaka means there. So Yasir is saying, Huwa ala al-maktabi hunaka. It is on the desk over there. Sa'idun. Aina daftaru ammarin. Aina, where? Daftaru ammarin. This is another mudaf ilayhi phrase. Daftaru ammarin. So daftaru is marfu'. It's mudaf. It has one dhamma. Ammarin is mudaf ilayhi. It's majroor. And it has tanween because it is a masculine name. Yasirun. Huwa ala maktab al-mudarrisi. Huwa, it, ala, on, maktab al-mudarrisi. So this is what we learned in the English key. Maktab al-mudarrisi is a mudaf ilayhi phrase. However, instead of maktab being marfu' with one dhamma, it is majroor because of ala, because it comes after a harf. Therefore, it ends in a kasra. It is majroor. It ends in one kasra because it is mudaf. Then we have al-mudarrisi, which is mudaf ilayhi. Therefore, it is majroor, and it ends in a kasra. Why does it end in one kasra? Because it's definite. It has an alif lam. So the sentence is, Huwa ala maktab al-mudarrisi. It is on the teacher's desk. Sa'idun. Qalamu man hada ya aliyu. So this is also something we learned in the English key. Qalamu man. So this is a mudaf ilayhi phrase. Qalamu meaning pen. It's starting the sentence, so it's marfu'. It has one dhamma because it's mudaf. And then men is mudaf ilayhi. And usually the mudaf ilayhi is majroor and it takes a kasra or two kasras. However, we learned that men is indeclinable, so it doesn't change. Even though it's in a position of being majroor, because it is men, it is indeclinable, you still spell it the way you normally would with a sukoon at the end. Qalamu men, whose pen? Qalamu men hada. Whose pen is this? Hada meaning this. Ya Aliyu. O Ali. Why is it Aliyu instead of Aliyun? Why is there no tanween? Because it is al-munada. It's coming after ya. Qalamu man hada ya Aliyu. Whose pen is this, O Ali? Aliyun. And here you see it's Aliyun because it's a masculine name and there is no ya in front of it. Aliyun. هذا قلم المدرس. This is قلم المدرس, the teacher's pen. This is mudaf ilayhi. سعيد. أين حقيبة المدرس? Sa'id is asking, where is the حقيبة المدرس, the teacher's bag or briefcase? حقيبة المدرس is mudaf ilayhi. علي هي تحت المكتب. Now the author, he left the haraka off of this last word, but we went over it in the English key. So do you know how al-maktab would end in the sentence? هي تحت المكتب. Well, we learned that the ism following tahta is mudaf ilayhi, meaning it is majroor, so it should be هي تحت المكتب with one kasra. Okay, so you can see we spent several episodes just talking about the different grammatical rules that we come across in this lesson. Even though it's just a short dialogue, there are so many lessons we can derive from it. That's why it's important to really take it step by step with these lessons, to have a teacher teach it to you. I think a lot of us, when we're on our own, we're studying the Madinah Arabic program, we just blow through these lessons, we go through the dialogues, we translate, and we miss out on all these lessons. So let's go through it again and think about all the different lessons we can derive from this. Also think about how the Arabic language works. You can't really translate word for word in the same order when you're going from Arabic to English. So you have to get used to the way that Arabic phrases are worded. And this just takes practice. So if we go through it, Sa'idun, Akitabu Muhammadin hada ya Yasir. If you literally tried to go through word for word, you'd say, is the book of Muhammad this, O Yasir? Obviously that sounds weird, so you translate it as, is this Muhammad's book, Ya Yasir? Yasir says, La, hada kitabu Hamidin. No, this is Hamid's book. Aina kitabu Muhammadin. Where is the book of Muhammad? Where is Muhammad's book? Huwa ala al-maktabi hunaka. It is on the desk over there. Aina daftaru Ammarin. Where is the notebook of Ammar? Where is Ammar's notebook? Huwa ala maktab al-mudarrisi. It is on the desk of the teacher. It is on the teacher's desk. Qalamu man hada ya Aliyu. The pen of who? Whose pen is this, ya Ali? Hada qalamul mudarrisi. This is the pen of the teacher. This is the teacher's pen. Aina haqibatul mudarrisi. Where is the briefcase of the teacher? Where is the teacher's briefcase? Hiya tahta al-maktabi. It is under the desk. Another thing to notice is that when we were talking about Kitabu Muhammadin, Muhammad's book, Kitab is masculine. Therefore, when we said it in reference to Muhammad's book, we used huwa. That is the masculine version of it. However, when we said it in reference to Haqibatul Mudarrisi, the teacher's briefcase, Haqibatu is feminine. A clear indication that it's feminine is the ta marbuta, and therefore when we said it in reference to the briefcase, we used hiya, which is the feminine form of it. So as you can see, there are many different things going on grammatically in this lesson. You can go through it, you can read it out loud, you can try to take some notes, indicate all of the different lessons, all of the different grammatical points and principles that you can see. There are also different exercises that you can do following the dialogue. That does it for this lesson. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.